folks? It is Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, and do I have an unboxing for you? Yes, it is a new year, it is a new season, it is time for a fresh start. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to take those cubes, those horrible cubes, and we are going to push them back in the memory. They're gone forever. We're never going to think about those again. Why are we not going to think about those again? I'm going to show you right now. A kablamo right here. This is the new mecha from the new Sentai, Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. This is Kyurenoh, the main mecha with the 5 combining. You know all the good stuff. You know all that. You know what I'm talking about. And look, circles, circular. They have, there's depth, there's things. It's so good, so good. Anyway, the first episode of this premiered last week. I really dug it. I love the suits. I love the designs. I honestly haven't liked a set of designs this much since Go Busters, which was 5 years ago. Like, it's just, oh, look, okay. See, okay, there's 9 Rangers, in case you don't know. The Red Ranger is the core of the mecha. These 4 are the limbs. The other 4 are also limbs. And any of the 8 can be any of the limbs. So, you know, whatever you want. And if you look in the back, you can see the other 4 right there, that formation. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of the mecha. There was quite a run on Kyuranger stuff in general. Like, if you go to the usual places, the Hobby Link Japan, the Ami, stuff is pretty scarce right now at a good price. So it's going to take a little while to get some more stuff. I do have a few more things. I have the first set of additional Kyutama. I have the belt, and I have the weapon. So I got some more stuff to review, but we're going to start with this, and hopefully we'll get even more stuff coming up in the next few weeks. Anyway, you see the Rangers there with their Kyutama. All 5 Kyutama are included in this box. You see the Voyagers. You got yourself a chameleon, a swordfish, a bull, a wolf, a lion, red lion. I mean, whoa, there's a interesting, bold new concept. Anyway, so that's what you got. We're going to crack this box open, and we are going to see all of the goodness inside. La-dee-la-da. I will take the box. I will set him aside for here. Instrucciones. And then la-da. First up is the Red Lion himself. Lucky. He's a humanoid character. Typical happy-go-lucky Red Ranger. There's his. Oh. And then under here is his Kyutama. Let's take a look at one, shall we, guys? So, there's the lion design. And you have to sort of turn it. You see, here it looks just more like a solar system. It's kind of generic. But when you turn and lock it in, you see the full design. It's got little pegs on the bottom. Different pegs in different orders is probably how it's going to, you know, it gives you different noises. So each one has a different design like that, but it's just a very cool little deal. You know, a little collectible. Next up is all the other Kyutama already attached. This is the green chameleon for Hammy, the female of the main team of 5. Another humanoid character. This is the swordfish for Spada, yellow, another humanoid character on the team. And then the last 2 are not humanoid. This is for Garu, the Blue Ranger. He's actually a wolf, and for those who don't know, his voice actor is the same voice actor who does Roronoa Zoro on One Piece. And if you know me, that's my favorite anime of all time. I'm like, yeah, Zoro! Zoro's got some wolf action going on. Howl at the moon. And finally, Champ, the Black Ranger, has a bull. Of course, he has a giant robot, so really mechanical bull. Yeehaw. And of course, his deal is like, oh, I'm a wrestler, and I'm always trying to be strong. And even though I'm a robot, I like to lift weights. You know, kind of just a silly, typical Sentai thing. Anyway, we'll take a look at the instructions. And it looks like the first thing I need to do, actually, is there's batteries required. Let's see what we got here. Can this... Oh, no, this one's not deep enough. Let me see. We have little ones. Let's see, this should work. Hopefully. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Okay, looks like I need 3 AAAs. So I gotta go scrounge up some AAAs. If you will talk amongst yourselves, I will scrounge some up. So I guess I'll talk about, like, Sentai in general. I feel like, as of late, like, it's been very basic and by the books. And if you guys watch my, listen to No Pig Spandex, the podcast I'm on, one of the interesting things recently that we found out is that Kyuranger is the first series where Bandai of America actually had a lot of say. They sat at the table with Bandai of Japan, and they basically said, you know what, this is what works for us, this is what works in America, you know what works in Japan. Why don't we like come together and figure out like what works for both of us, so that when it comes time to adapt in America, we can be on the same page and we can get stuff that works for everybody. And honestly, if that's the way it's going to be from now on, I'm pretty excited, because the Kyuranger designs are just so unique, so fun. Like, it's just an exciting series in general, just by looking at it. And you know, the writing and the acting, you never know how good or bad it'll be. But at this point in time, I just have high expectations because it looks so pretty, and the first episode was so much fun. So hopefully, you know, that's just a sign of things to come. Got my batteries. Let's put them in. Okay, so he screams Shishi Voyager. Let me turn it off for a second while I put this back on. I mean, I guess the only complaint I would have right now is I just wish we'd have another Red Ranger who isn't like super happy-go-lucky. I mean, his name's literally Lucky. But you know, someone who was more cool, like Akashi from Bokenger is really the go-to example. Alright, so we got this. Okay. Oh, his head kind of pops off like that. So, how do I... So I'm going to turn this into plane mode, so these kind of go out, these little thrusters. Kind of remind me of the thrusters on the side of the Gokaiger ship. The head pivots, and then the Kyutama pops in there, and that's really it for Red. Let's see. This one, you can pop open the chameleon and you can actually get the little chameleon tongue out. That's a pretty cool little feature. Bull. Let's see. Head comes down. Horns go forward. Treads come out. And boom, you got yourself your bull. Wolf. Let's see. Head comes down. Legs go back. And then you can open the jaw too. And that's your wolf. And swordfish is already where it needs to be. Doesn't really need any changes. So these are our 5 mecha. I'll give you a quick look. You know, I really like the whole sort of matte gray with the bright colors. I've always said that, like, I think the best designs for mecha color-wise are simple is better. And when I say simple is better, basically what I mean is just stick to the Ranger's color and then a overall thematic color. And they went with the more simple gray, but you can do it with white or black if there's no Black Ranger on the team. And I think it just looks really clean, really cool. I like how it actually looks like there's fur on the wolf, which goes with the fact that the Blue Ranger's costume actually is furry. Swordfish, very, very nice. Very simple, but it's effective. And again, when you have these cool little Kyutamas in the background, they just look really, really fun, really, really nice. Check that out. And then, of course, our big dog. I'm not always a huge fan of red being so bulky, because, comparatively speaking, it's not even on the same level, but, that tends to happen. Anyway, it is time to combine. Let's see, what is all this here? I think basically what they're talking about here in these instructions is that there's just so many different, like, sound combinations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. And hopefully, it'll make different noises as we combine everything. So let's just get everything ready to combine first. So we're just going to, go backwards from everything that we already did. Hopefully they like the horns on the foot. I know it's a minor detail, but okay, they like them forward. Alright. Very simple combinations here, nothing mind-blowing. Oh, and they're basically just saying that, there's, if it's an arm, he's just like this, but if he's a leg, you can do this. And typically he's in arm form, but they're just like, okay, you also have this other option if you want. And, like, see, because this could be a leg too. They're really not saying much else on here at all. So let's combine. There really isn't a lot more to it. Put these down, fold the head back, open up the little headpiece, and then obviously these need to be this way. Let's start attaching. Who do we go first? We'll go with blue. Oh, and it's hard to really see, but maybe the blue I could see better on yellow. It's hard to tell, and you'll see it better when the lights illuminate it, but behind the actual Kyutama design, you can see what looks like a ranger in the cockpit. You can probably see it better in the box. You see the little rangers in their cockpits and their Kyutama? So it simulates the way it looks on the show. It's not exactly how it is, but it's a nice little fun simulation. So let's put one on. Blue's on this side. Okay, so this needs to be around. Oh wait, no. Dirt, like this. Okay, got it. Oh, I thought it was going to make a noise. Oh well. It just slides right in, there's no big science behind it. Slides right in. Oh wait, no, he's... Sorry, I'm getting these not completely right. There's a specific way it's supposed to be. Okay, got it. Alright. So that's the combined. Does he say anything though? Is there like a button to push? I feel like I'm missing something. I'll have to take a look at the instructions again, kids. Talk amongst yourselves while Jeremy fumbles and bumbles. Okay, there it is. It's up here.
Hey, Suzuki!
Okay, so there's like 5 or 6 different noises for docking. So there's docking. It keeps saying Shishi Voyager. But overall, I think it's just a very solid design. Like, this feels very, very solid. It's got some bulk behind it. It's not the biggest. It's not the smallest mecha you're ever going to see. But it's just very, very colorful, very vibrant. No, there's not a lot of posability. Obviously, it's more... it's a better design than, obviously, the Kyuranger mecha, where, like, there's no individual legs, God forbid. But it doesn't have, like, bending knees like other ones have had. It doesn't have bending in the arm. It's really just locked at these points, which is kind of something that is going to happen when, A, you have noises in it, when you have to put all the mechanics in there for that, and B, when you want all the ability to switch limbs. You want some more variety there, you end up giving up more than likely some posability. So that's it there. I do know, I have seen previews for the upcoming mecha. I know there is going to be a purple dragon that actually you can see in the back. There's 2 connectors, and it looks like it's going to connect like to the back of it, kind of be, right on the back, and like these arms are going to become pieces on the back as well. But the designs, again, look very, very cool. I'd like to see what the other 4 mecha do. Obviously, it's not going to add a lot to the overall design, or, like, not in design, but more like, the variety, so to speak, of, like, posing or moving things in different spots, because really, ultimately, it's just 4 limbs that can move anywhere. Let's take a quick... I'll quickly give you the other main combination, just because... And they come off pretty easily. Let me make sure, look on the back to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, they actually want to switch the arms over in positions too. So they put the horns down, and they just lock black over here. Head down. And you're going to notice one obvious problem here is that, well, it still looks fine. Obviously, these 2 were designed bigger, and they were designed to be legs. And these 2 were, on the same hand, were designed smaller and designed to be arms. So it's kind of like, if you remember Time Ranger, Power Rangers Time Force, how the main Megazord had a red and blue mode, but it was clearly designed to be in the red mode, because the blue one ended up having just these tiny little skinny chicken legs and these really bulky arms. So that ends up being one of those things that happens when you switch stuff out like that. So, it still looks fine, it still looks cool, but he definitely looks like the type of guy that skipped leg day. That's just how it is. Anyway, you know what? Actually, I'll just give you one quick more look at the Kyurenoh, because I think they're just so cool. I just want to pose those out, because I love them so much. And again, see, everything comes apart really, really easily. So I'll just give them to you. There is the swordfish, number 9. There is the chameleon, number 7. There is the bull, number 5. There is the wolf, number 3. And of course, once again, there's the lion, number 1, that I've already showed you. So geez, these are just fun little things, like, and you can see on the bottom, like I said, the different little little indentations, and they're even numbered on the bottom with a B. I don't know what the B stands for, but then it has like 0509, tells you which one it is overall. And again, there's going to be a lot of these, like 40, 50, something like that, I think at least. I think there's 88 constellations. I don't know if they're actually going to try to do 88 of these, but first I heard 44. So I'm not 100% sure exactly how many they're going for overall, but they're just fun little collectibles. You know, they're very cute. I like the fact that they stand up easily, unlike, say, like a Dino Charger or Ranger Key. They stand up much easier. And just a fun little idea to have all these based on the different constellations. But I don't want to keep you any longer, guys. I think this is a great value. This new series looks like a lot of fun. We'll see how it is on screen, but so far I'm very, very impressed with what I've seen. If you're interested in starting a new series and some of the recent ones haven't thrilled you, I think this might be the one to start. And again, I'm going to be back soon with some more exciting reviews. As a preview, I mean, look, I got this coming. I got more of these coming. Like, I got some stuff for you guys. Don't worry. But that's going to be it for now. As always, please, just like this video if you liked it. Comment if you have something to say. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed before. Please ring that bell to be notified of my new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. And the best thing you can do for me, as always, is to just share this with your friends, your family, your nerds, your geeks, everybody in your life that you think might, hey, they might like little globes. They might like giant combining robots. I don't know what they like, but they might like this, and I'd appreciate that if you share that with them. I'm Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar. I will be back soon with some more Kyuranger videos. A loot crate's coming soon. The loot crate has a Power Rangers item in it, so that's going to be great for you guys as well. I will see you soon. Captain Subpar, that's me, signing out, saying, as always, I will be King of the Geeks. Voyager. I think that's a Star Trek thing, right? I don't know.